Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? That was that was a tale of two halves, if I ever seen one. Well, we saw that twice yesterday, I guess you could say, between Michigan and Minnesota, and then you saw it on a higher level, I guess you would say, with Bama and Georgia, because that was wild. That was wild. I fell asleep at halftime. Run left, run right, run left, run left, run right. But yeah, that was wild. You know, that's the honestly, before we get into Michigan, thinking about that Bama Georgia game, that was an interesting game. I'm not sure we back in the top 10 because regardless of what people think, besides Georgia, Michigan has the best loss. Michigan has the best loss right now, besides Georgia. So, and that's why I'm harping on them getting it together to at least beat the teams that we're expected to beat. Now, if you lose to Oregon and OSU, okay, but you still might have a chance to make the playoff because you're gonna have the best losses. You lose Texas, Oregon, and OSU. They're all going to be in the top 10, top 5-ish area. So, that's my thought process. I want to get in the playoff, but what else? Let's see. Let me see. Let me put this in the chat real quick too. We need to get some freshman receivers that get off. Yeah, I mean, we saw the Bama receiver going crazy. We saw that boy going crazy. What he did to them after Georgia got the lead and Bama comes down and in the first play throws that ball, hell of an adjustment on it, and then just freaks those two Georgia defenders, freaks them. So that was just nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do need something like that. But also, they got to understand how to use these guys. I haven't seen receivers really used like that at Michigan in a long, long time. Probably Chesson and Darbo. That's how long. Those are probably the last receivers where I could say, yeah, they used them correct. They used those speedsters, those track guys, the correct way. Chesson and Darbo. That's the last time I can say they did. This thing trying to act like my internet going, and hopefully it strengthens back up. Ronnie Bell was used well. But I still think in a different. When I say used well, I mean when this dude is a stud, he should have 1,100, 1,200 yards. You know what I'm saying? And Chesson and Darbo might not have had that much, but it felt like they were used better at least. You know what I'm saying? It felt like they were used better to me. That was Jed Fish also. So, yeah, Ronnie was nice at times, but I believe Ronnie could have had 1,000 yards. I don't think he ever made it to 1,000, or he was either right at it, but I don't think he did. Just think about Nico. Think about Nico and DPJ and Tariq Black. They used to act scared to throw it up to Nico. Anybody that was watching me back then, I know y'all remember. I used to be like, bro, throw it up. Something always good happens. Throw it up. You know what I'm saying? And now you see Nico dominating in the NFL with CJ. What up, Boxing Maniac? I'm gonna bring you up right now. You got up in here early.
Yo, salute, Johnny. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Besides, we want it to be better, but hey, we got to take the dub.
Listen, listen. This is what I was saying on the post game on Saturday. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, I want the passing game to be better. We all do. But Johnny, they gotta understand this is the Big Ten, right? Michigan's only losses to who?
Texas,
All right. Where does Texas play? The conference now.
SEC.
All right. If this was Michigan playing in the SEC with this style, we'll be in major trouble. We'll probably win 4 or 5 games, honestly. But this is the Big Ten. And people got to understand Michigan, this style that they have here could compete with every team in the Big Ten with this style. Not saying they're going to win every game. Not saying I'm satisfied with this style. But what I'm saying is we will be in every game this year. As long as Michigan don't get behind too early, 14 zip. Because now that becomes the next question, Johnny. Can Michigan win the game when they get punched in the face early? Right? We saw that against Texas. They just couldn't recover. Now we're talking about the Big Ten, because now first game on the road against Washington. Now buy it. Yes, Washington is 3-2, but this is no cupcake neither. This is a solid
No,
team. They well coached and is a hostile environment.
pretty much all the teams we played, maybe Northwestern, pretty much all of them. None of them are really scrubs. I would say they're not where it's like, all right, we're gonna run over them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with the way the offense is. If we got to run it all the time, like I don't have a problem with that. But I just want them to really cultivate it around Orgy and not just okay, we're gonna come out in a bunch of big sets all the time. Sometimes, okay, come out in some spread sets and run it. Run it in different types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my big thing. Embrace what you have. If he's the starter, embrace what he can do. Like,
Yes. And I've also mentioned that Orgy should be getting maybe 10 carries a game himself, right? Because if we want him to be accounted for, he has to be a weapon. We have to prove that, right? And what I did like, at least they did have Mullins and Edwards in at the same time. Finally, we asked for that. Not much, mainly Edwards was a passing threat, which is fine. We'll throw him a little toss, but you got to give Orgy the ball. I mentioned it, I believe, when you had one of your co-hosts here, and where JT Barrett was at Ohio State, Urban Meyer will run him 15 to 20 times a game. He was a best running back at one point, right? So I think Orgy needs to do that. Michigan needs to do that. Give him the ball too, right? Because we've seen him run for it about 39. The first drive of the game, to be exact, he runs for about 12-yard run. He gets the first down. So now, bro, if we can just, and I like what we have. We just got to get slightly better, but that's it. Michigan fans is not going to be satisfied, Johnny. Orgy could
I
throw for
know.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and you know what they're going to say, Johnny? But why we running the ball? Why we throwing so much? We should be running it. That's our strength. But Boots is never satisfies Michigan fans, bro. This is what we are. Accept it. That's it. It is what it is. This is what I'm trying to tell teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fans. And that's what gets me upset. The dude's expecting Orgy to come in and look like JJ. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not
no.
going to happen. What
None of
we
them
got to
dudes
really
gonna look
focus
like
on,
JJ.
too, 3 weeks in a row, Johnny, second half collapses. Arkansas State, USC, and Minnesota. So we have to clean that up. We can't go on the road and have a second half collapse. You know how shit gets in the road. So if we could clean that up, Michigan show, man. We haven't played a game for 60 minutes yet. We haven't
No,
played a game from quarter 1 to quarter 4. We haven't done that yet. That's what we need to do. Is it strength and conditioning? Is the defense losing steam in the second half? I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on that?
that's a good question. In it seems like in the second half, so for the last 2 weeks, for deep on the defensive side, the no huddle, we gonna see that Until Wink shows that it's not a problem, we're gonna see that the rest of the year. No huddle. No huddle, hurry up. That's one thing. And it seems like so the last two games, first half was great defensively. Okay. Second half, it seems like okay, once they adjust to what you're doing, Wink, what's your adjustment? Now you got an in-game adjustment to their halftime adjustments, and it don't seem like it's there for him. He just like, all right, time to blitz. I'm blitzing now, and that ain't the answer, really. That's because people expect you to blitz, so that's not a surprise when teams see it because they expect you to blitz. So that's not saying you're not confusing them or anything. You're known as a blitzer, so you got to come better than that. Offensively, this third quarter, they tried to get they tried to open it up with the dual running backs. We saw all of those plays were good plays, all of them, even the one where Orgy threw that pick. Those were all good plays. But then when he threw the pick, they put the handcuffs on it. All right, big sets. We're just gonna run it every time. And Minnesota was ready for it because it was so obvious. Like, bro, you got eight dudes on the line. We've seen that every time somebody throws a pick, you get scared and you just hand it off, run left, run right, run left. So, all right, now we know what you're gonna do. What they should have did was came back with those same dual threat running dual back sets. They were working. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw a pick, but you had some nice running plays. Two dudes basically wide open. Why would you get so conservative after that?
Yeah, man. No, definitely.
Ball don't help you.
And on the drive where it was 24-17 Michigan, it was 3rd-and-1. Joe Clatt, Minnesota, you bring everything this down. If Orgy pulls the ball, Johnny, if Orgy pulls that ball, he gets at least 15 to 20 yards. I don't know if it was a design handoff to Mullins.
This the thing right here, bro. They're not really running the read.
I know.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Orgy's not pulling that ball. It's always a handoff and he does the fake. That's not a real read. He's not, they're not letting him read for whatever reason. But you need to.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like let this dude read.
Like, look,
that's the big thing about playing him.
Yeah, look, there's no secret. There's things Michigan have to work on. We know that, man, as fans. But look, we're 4-1, right? At least we can say that. What's better than being 3-1, Johnny, is being 4-1, right? And hopefully we could say this after next weekend we're 5-1. But look, Washington has a running back. Number one, that dude is tough. He's stocky. We better tackle. Because if that defense looks tired again in the second half, he's that type of running back that could wear you down. And they have a wide receiver, number 12. He's tough. Hopefully Will is back. I think he was out for precautionary reasons. So was Josiah Stewart. We had a couple of players. So we're going to need everybody back, man. Is a sacred play.
And they've been doing that for a while, for some years. They did it with JJ where they wouldn't really run the read, which made sense. I mean, it was JJ, but after a certain point, you like, bro, you just leaving yards out there.
Yes.
Shea Patterson, they wouldn't barely let him do it. You know what I'm saying? So he right. They do hold on to it like it's a trick play or something. Like, bro, when you got this kind of quarterback, who watched that Bama game and was watching Jalen Milroe run the read and was like,
bro. And I mentioned that, Bama they run a nice quarterback counter down on the goal line where he scored a first touchdown. Where was that play on Saturday with Orgy? We ran it against USC. Like, listen, again, I hate to be beating the dead horse. I watch Ohio State closely with JT Barrett. Urban Meyer ran the same 7 plays, bro. Shit wasn't rocket science, but they executed. Run the same shit. Just give your playmakers the ball. Orgy, I don't care. Give them 15, 20 times, man. Like you said, run left, run right. Come on. After a while, mix it up a little more, man. Like, yes, we could beat every team running the style, but you can't. You gotta try to adjust as well, man. You gotta do things a little different. Get Orgy involved, man, because Mullins, we're gonna run his ass to the ground. By week 9, week 10, that dude gonna be spent, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. We gonna need him in Columbus in November.
They realizing Donovan ain't that. You gotta give most of them to Mullins.
Yeah, man. And I wouldn't mind seeing some of Hall, man. With Hall, Benjamin Hall.
We need to see the third back just in case.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of him against Fresno. After that, he's been a no-call, no-show. So I don't know what's going on with that, having the third running back on. But anyway, man, listen, I'm not going to hold you. Thank you for giving me the time, Johnny. You killing it, champ. You're doing wonderful. Keep cooking. It's always go blue for life. F Ohio State, F Michigan State, and the entire fan base, bum-ass fan base, bum-ass teams, 3-time Big Ten champions, reigning national champions, you bums. You haven't won the big game since 2020. Stupid. Win something before y'all talk.
Man, what you said, get them.
Johnny, have a good one, champ.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro.
All right.
That's Maniac. He always come in killing it. That's a hard act to follow. But hey, Marcus, I'm about to bring you up because that's a hard act to follow, my brother. But yeah, hold on before I bring you up. But yeah, that's the thing. In good coaches, people that know football, we all know this. Whoever is if you got a quarterback, whoever he is, you have to build it around what does he bring to the table? How can he help my offense? And watching the game yesterday, most of Orgy's runs, they were scrambles. Him running for his life, trying to make something out of nothing, trying to turn a sack into at least a no gain, or maybe a loss of 1 or a gain of 1. That's what it mostly was. But they're leaving a bunch of yards on the field because they're not running the true read out of a spread set or even out of some of those pistol sets. They're leaving a lot of yards on the field, not trying to run the read. And it's a big mistake. Every coach, every analyst that knows football is going to say the same thing. You have to build it around him. What are you trying to do with this dude? He's not a drop back passer. His benefit for you in the offense is helping in the running game, but he can't help if you're not calling read option plays. Do you know how to evaluate talent and put talent in the best position to be successful? Do you? I'll wait. I'll wait. What's his name? Kirk Campbell. I'm bringing you up, Marcus. Yo. Marcus going once, going twice. Well, I'm going to pull you down. And I'm going to bring you up, Michigan man.
Hey, what's good, man? Yeah, you 100% right, man. Look how Alabama uses Milroe last night. Look how they use it. Look at all the read options they use. Look at how they use them in the pass game. I mean, like, it's frustrating to watch, man. And I gotta say this: Evan Link is getting fucking destroyed, bro. He's getting destroyed. Look at the interception play. Yeah, look at the interception play. Now it's still a bad throw, but the reason it's actually late is because Evan Link gets beat right away, and he's got to sidestep and then throw. If Evan Link holds up there, I think the time is better. Now the throw, I don't know how the throw's gonna go, but I think the timing would have been
there. No. I mean, and that's the part of the problem that we have right now is even if you do if you want to call more pass plays, you really can't because the pass blocking is not going to hold up.
I don't know why they should leave a tight end on his side almost all game.
Every time. You know that. Like, you know that now. So give him help every time.
Yeah, I mean, I hate OSU, but that's what OSU does when they need even USC. I think that was an adjustment they made against us. They put someone on that left side to help out. I don't know why they don't do that. This team, look, this coaching staff is terrible at adjusting, and we see this in the second half. They don't adjust at all. How many times did we get beat on defense with the same seam route? In that second half, over and over, no adjusting to it. I don't know if that's just a young, inexperienced staff, which is no excuse for Wink because he's supposed to be a vet. But it's just frustrating, man, because they got this dude under center trying to do 7-step dropbacks. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it don't make no sense. Like Campbell is just in over his head. My thing is, and this is what bothers me. In that third quarter, he had the plays, and I was harping on this yesterday. You had plays that really could make this offense explosive, like really hard to stop with the dual running backs plays. Like all of those that he ran were nice looking plays. Why did you wait so long to run those plays, bro? Maybe I know you just installed them. Maybe you just installed them, but why do you wait so long to run them plays? And then don't go back to them. They were good plays. I saw you run multiple of the same plays multiple times that weren't really working that well. So why?
I'm with you, man. I thought, honestly, I thought Orji showed a lot of improvement in that game overall. I thought he made some nice throws. I thought on that last drive where he stepped up in the pocket and passed for a first down, I thought that was good. It's just these coaches ain't putting them in the best position to succeed. It's just some rookie stuff to me, and it's frustrating. I hope, and I'll be on the message boards. I ain't gonna say which ones. And Peter, there's Michigan fans out there that just have a predetermined look on Orji that they think they should go back to Warren. I'm just like, we you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's crazy to me because we should give him the same opportunity we gave the other guy, and he's in a tougher position. He's in a tougher position because his first start was against USC, no Colson Loveland, and he's got to start. His first starts are going to be against actual competition. Warren had the Texas game, but he also had Arkansas State and Fresno, and we see how those teams are looking.
Yeah, he just consistently got worse.
Yeah, and I think Orji's going to improve, man. I think I got a lot of hope in Orji, man. I'm not too worried about it. I think this Washington game, I hope they watched the Alabama game yesterday because they could do a lot of those things they do with Alabama, and they could implement that with Orji. I don't know why they don't, but it is what it is.
And this is I'm gonna tell you what it is. Kirk Campbell don't want that dude to be the quarterback. And the reason I say that is because the starter normally gets like 80% of the snaps in practice at a normal school. He gets like all of the first team reps. And they said that Orji was getting it was like 60-40. What?
Yeah, you know how bad that is? That's so bad because how do you expect your quarterback to grow and get in a rhythm with his receivers, get the timing down if he's not getting all the reps? If he's only getting 60% of the reps, that's going to slow his progression down immensely. It makes no sense. It's malpractice.
He don't want him to be the starter, so he's preparing for him to get pulled to put. I don't know if he's going to try to put Warren in or if Tuttle is healthy. I don't know, but.
You can't. I'll tell you what. You can't do this at this point in the season for sure. You already made one quarterback switch. If you make another one, if you make another one now, or in my opinion, you can lose the team. You can completely just lose the team. And I think the team wants. If you ask me, from the way I read the team, they're more energized with him at quarterback That's just my opinion. I think the team wants Orgy. If I'm basing it off of body language,
I think everybody sees that Orgy is the team's guy, and it's like, bro, he's the starter now. Give him every tool available to be successful. His success is your success, you idiot. That's what I don't get. Like, give him the normal reps in practice that a starting quarterback would get and implement plays specifically designed for a dude that can do what he does. If people see that Orgy is looking successful, that's going to help you, Kirk Campbell. People don't care about how it's done. They just want to see that you know what you're doing. You can adapt.
yeah, this is an ego thing, man. You only have so many weeks to get it right. You only have so many weeks, and being in this, I want to give Warren still 40% of the snaps, give him 60%. You're really hurting the team. You're telling the team we don't really care about winning. We don't really care about putting players in the best position to succeed. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Oh, I got one more thing to say, and I gotta go. Wink, if you don't stop with that zero blitz crap and that one high man in the end zone and giving me Don Brown PTSD, I'm a break a gasket, because you call it good in between the 20s. You calling it good. When we get in that red zone, I don't know what the hell you doing, man. I don't know what the hell you doing. It makes no sense. You know that they can't score quick, and you decide to go zero man. What are you doing? That's that. I'll leave it on.
All right, bro. I appreciate it. Yes. What is Wink doing? I think Wink just wants to prove that he's just like, he just wants to prove Joel Klatt, because those analysts, they have meetings with the staff. So him and Joel Klatt were in a room Friday or Thursday, and Wink was probably with his glasses on, probably like, wait till Saturday. Don't blitz in the red zone. I'm gonna show you, but like, bro, you're not good. It's not. Joel Klatt is right, bro. Like, it's just accept it and stop man blitzing in the red zone. You're making yourself look bad. Joel Klatt, you're not making Joel Klatt look bad because it's not working. It hasn't worked all year. So what are you holding on to this man blitz? Like, and it's like he has to do it. And it comes, and this is the thing, and this is a real worry about this whole thing. He does these man blitzes when the game starts to get in a crucial, he doesn't do it when we're dominating and they get in the red zone. He seems to do it when the game is in the balance. Like when it's like, okay, if we get a stop here, pretty much game over. If they score, all right, we in a battle again. He does it when we need that stop to end the game. And it's like, oh, here goes the man blitz. They score. Now we in a grudge match. Now we in a battle because Wink wants the man blitz. Like, I don't get it. Like, and the same thing I used to say with Don Brown. If you just want to play man in the red zone, play man. I don't, okay, I get it. I'd rather you run zone, but if you want to run man, I get it. Rush four, and put the safeties over the top. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd like. That's what I would like to see. If you just gotta play man down there, put the safeties over top and let them roam, with some tight man defense. Hopefully the pass rush gets there, get off the field. But what he's trying to do, and I got the Chiefs Chargers game on, and it was third down. And Jesse Minter, he comes with the blitzing that one guy off the edge, off the weak side. I was like, I remember you. But I done went to Jesse Mentor Instagram. Hey, big head. Hey, big head. I'm like, bro, this is what you need to do, bro. If you're gonna blitz, bring that one guy off the weak side. It almost always gets there, and if it doesn't get there, it makes the quarterback get rid of it too early. Hey, I wanted Mentor to be the head coach. You can go back and look at the videos. I didn't want Sharon. I didn't want Sharon. Sharon Moore wasn't my first choice. Jesse Mentor was, because I didn't want to lose Jesse. I didn't want to lose Jesse to the to the NFL. Jesse Mentor will be he's gonna be a head coach in, like, I give it 2 years. It might only take 1 year. Harbaugh might only have that dude for this year. You know what I'm saying? It might be just be one. Oh yeah, I remember when we hired Mentor and OSU fans got all happy. You know, I was hoping it was going to be another that again with Wink. The problem I got with Wink is he shows promise, but then it's just like it just goes away. Like, bro, he's still got some of that stubbornness in him. And the problem with these old coaches, sometimes it just won't come out of them. That stubbornness, like they just won't adjust. I'm just not going to adjust to the stubborn. I'm just not going to adjust with the times or admit that my scheme has flaws in it in the way I call the game. You know, so that's the hard thing about a coach. You know, a coach is setting his ways, an old coach, just like an old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Wink looks like an old dog. You get what I'm saying? So that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem, you know. Let's see. We got Old Rod on join the chat. I'm about to bring you up, bro.
What's up? What's up, Johnny? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
Okay. Sorry, I got my daughter over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it quick because I know I'd be ranting sometimes, but you know, a win is a win. There are some flaws, but we knew that this team was flawed heavily going into it. And I think that this this win and the way they played in the second half was due to them being complacent and thinking that they could just coast. This team cannot coast. Last year's team could coast. This team cannot coast.
No.
So hopefully that was a wake up call for them going into Washington next week. And I just want to say this: like, watching Orgy out there is so frustrating because it's like we should be on week 5 or 6 of his development instead of week 2, because I see the flashes of a competent quarterback back there. Like, when he has time, I see him making reads. I see him trying to find the open receiver. I see him hitting receivers on the move, which is way more than what Davis Warren was doing out there. Like, and it's just like, if we had just made him the quarterback from day one, worked in the fall and made an offense for him, we would be better off. But you touched on it in your video yesterday. They're out there trying to do the JJ thing, and I think that now they're finally realizing that the JJ offense isn't going to work. They have to make an offense for Orgy, but it's almost too late. The fact that they're still winning games is low-key a miracle, because this offense should be further along. It should be its own. It should be its own offense on itself. And you saw, what did we talk about last week? the two back sets. Finally, they're out there. Are they lurking in the chat or something like that? Are they just quiet?
Michigan
You know what I mean? But like that's the thing that pisses me off because like Johnny, like we've been watching football a long time. We play football, but like at the same time, like we're novices. Okay, like we're laymen. We should not be calling out what this team should be doing, and then for them doing it the next week. Like that is not how it should be. You know what I mean? That's not like they should be a step ahead of us. You know, like this is Michigan. You're getting paid six to seven figures. All right, like you should have a playbook for orgy. You know, I was talking to my uncle about this earlier today. Do you remember Broyles down at Baylor? He was the coach before the Nebraska coach. He was a hell of a ball coach, but he got caught up in a scandal down there and he got fired. But I'll never forget this because they had a really good quarterback in his last season, and that quarterback got hurt in the last game of the season. So they had to go into the bowl game. They took a receiver who played high school quarterback and made him the quarterback. During that whole bowl preparation, that whole month off, they installed a whole new offense that was run focused, and they beat North Carolina. They ran for like 400 something yards, and that's coaching. That's coaching. Like, don't tell me that Michigan doesn't have the players that you had from January when you found out you're going to be the offensive coordinator at Michigan, and Alex Orji was your quarterback that you couldn't install offense for him that would work with this talent that we have. The offensive line needs to pick it up. They were definitely letting him down in this game the other day. But this is where we are right now. With the way this team looks is 100% on the coaches. That's all I gotta say. Go Blue.
Got you. I appreciate it, bro.
I gotta watch my baby girl. She's over here bathing. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, go Blue.
That's a good one. But yeah, and that's why when I was in the car the other day, I got so hot because it shows laziness and incompetence for football coaches to not understand, hey, this is my guy. And it looked like he was going to be your guy all off season. 2 weeks before the season, that's last minute for somebody to win the job. You get what I'm saying? So there was always the opportunity or the possibility that Orji was going to be the starter. So you should have had a playbook for him. It's week 5. Whether it was Davis Warren, whether it was Orji, there's no excuse for just now seeing dual running back sets. Ain't no excuse for that. That's laziness and incompetence. I don't care what nobody say about some of this stuff. That's both of them. You either dumb enough, you either too dumb to understand what you should be doing on the field. I don't care if nobody likes it, or you too lazy to actually install the stuff. Which one is it? Yo, you must be on mute, bro. I'm gonna bring you back down. All right, Big House Breakdown. I'm gonna bring you up.
Hey, peace, Johnny. What's going on?
Nothing much. What to do?
Hey, man, I'm gonna say 3 things, man. I was on a couple of post games yesterday, and I said this: poor halftime adjustments, man. What used to be a strength of ours as a ball club is no longer a strength. Remember, we used to go in there and shut their water off.
Yes, sir.
That's not looking like what's happening right now. The second thing is, first thing is poor halftime adjustments. The second thing is, what's your contingency plan for all these injuries, man?
Man, they adding up.
What's your contingency plan for these injuries? Like, that's crazy. Like, you don't have Stewart and you don't have, like you said, trouble. How you going to manipulate the secondary? You know what I mean? How you going to manipulate the pass rush? We got a lot of them, bro. Where is Cole Sullivan? As dynamic as he is, why he not getting no love on the defensive end of things when we need pressure? when Barham is looking like, Barham is looking sorry. Why we don't got Cole Sullivan in there showing us what he could do? You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts.
So are we utilizing all of the weapons that this team has at its disposal? And then lastly, bro, and then I'm gonna get out of here, man. With the type of offense that we have, special teams should be a strength of ours. Now, our kicking game is pretty good, but we do not flip the field with our kick return game at all. Punt return game, kick return game, that should be a weapon for us. We should have somebody helping us flip that field. We should be lining up on a 50 every trip, every punt return or whatever. That should be a weapon for us. Somebody should be back there. You know what I mean?
Somebody dynamic should be back there.
Exactly. And because we can't get it driving 80, 90 every clip. It's not going to happen. We're going to be putting that thing. And see, that's where we got into trouble in the third quarter when we punting, but we get in horrible field position when we getting the ball back. You know what I mean?
And we punted that one and they took it 65.
Right. See, there you go. Oh, lastly, conditioning, my G, conditioning. When the defense is gassed like that, when DBs are making bonehead plays, when Makari Page can't get to the corner to defend that route, that's ABC for a safety.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you don't have seam, you go in the corner as a safety, right? You playing 2 to 1.
That really should have been an easy pick.
That should have been an easy pick. So, and then of course, the big men, they're gashed. Barham look crazy out there. When I see that game after game after game, right after halftime, bro, that's conditioning, man. That's conditioning. And guess what? Mentor, this got exposed with Mentor, but Mentor fixed it. When they go up tempo and they gas you, what's your answer for it?
Yeah, Mentor fixed it.
Mentor fixed it. Now, what is Wink going to do to fix us getting gassed? And then also, are we installing enough conditioning in our practices so that we could be ready for stuff like this? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what they doing in practice, bro. I'd love to be in practice. I'd be kicking the coaches in their ass.
Yeah. Yo, an ugly win is an ugly win, man. Go blue.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace, man.
All right. But yeah, it's coming into question like what's going on at practice. Because I was saying on my video yesterday, TJ from Voice of College Football, he heard that they weren't that they weren't getting perfecting plays in practice. They were just moving on. You run a sloppy play in practice. You run plays until you get them right most of the time, or at least you can run them kind of crisply. Like you don't just move on consistently without getting it right. Because the thing about football 100% is about execution. If you can't execute plays perfectly, consistently, you're going to look sloppy a lot of the times, like we did the first few weeks, looking sloppy on defense, looking sloppy on the offensive line in certain areas on the offense. So a lot of this stuff is coming into question, like what is going on at practice? I swear, we need guys we need the media at their practices. We really do. We need them there because it's gonna hold these dudes accountable. Because they will see it's gonna be talked about. Like when it's obvious you're not running a good practice, it's gonna be talked about. Like we need media at the practices to hold these dudes accountable at this point. Yo, what up, Marcus?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think to me, what needs to happen, they need to get better, sounding in the fundamentals of the defense. Like there's too many guys looking lost on certain plays. And like you said earlier, what the fella been saying, you need to use Orgy, like Alabama used Miro. Because looking at him last night, that's a totally different quarterback from what he played in the Rose Bowl game and against Texas. Like he's looking like the real deal.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow.
Because Nick Saban embraced it.
Yeah.
But What's the new coach name?
The board.
DeBoer.
Yeah,
He's a better offensive mind than Nick Saban, and he really embraced it. Like, okay, I got you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
him
now he's
and Nick
flourishing.
Sheridan. You right. And Nick Sheridan, but I don't know how many times we're gonna let that guy go to different schools, man. And you seen what he could do. We did it in Indiana when they put foots in us that COVID year, and he doing it in Alabama. I'm like, bro, I think what it is, and the old saying, sometimes you gotta let your friends go. I don't know what's going on with Sharon Moore, but he gotta let some people go. You can't be friendly in football because you gotta let people go. You gotta make some envy to win, like Nick Saban. Hey, you ain't doing XYZ, you got
to go. And
I mean, you can't hire your friend, man. You got to get people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, that goes for any coach.
Yeah,
you know, because the assistant coaches are too important. So even with Harbaugh with Don Brown,
let him go. Like, hey, you go or he go.
Basically, it was like you got to fire this dude now, but you wasted some really good teams, and that got held back because you wouldn't fire him.
Exactly, man. I'm like, bro, y'all got to be more creative. It's like the offenses they get stagnant in the second half. It's like they saving plays. I'm like, bro, we trying to win games. And it's like, okay,
you should be trying to light teams up if you can, whether it's on the ground or whether it's off a play action or trickeration, however you got to do it. We don't got the luxury for you to be holding on to stuff.
Exactly, man. You gotta use what you got. No, we used to hold it for Washington and Oregon and Ohio State. We need to do it now.
Yeah, and keep adding on to it because you're basically trying to add a bunch of stuff to utilize what we have because you didn't want it. That's the problem. You didn't want Orgy to start. So
no, you didn't. You didn't. It's obvious you didn't. You wanted old boy to start.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted Warren to start. And the best thing that happened for us was that Mullins came alive in the USC game.
Yep, Mullins is a stud. He's a stud.
He is. And
he's
it's
just
like the Texas game. Yeah, he is. Like the Texas game. Like we got beat down against Texas, but it was like, okay, we got beat down. We knew we were gonna do it. Back to the drawing board. And then Warren stuck it up against Arkansas State. And it was like, okay, we got to put him in now. He turned the ball over. We got to put him in now. See what you got, Orgy. It's like they're not developing that kid.
No, they don't. Kirk Campbell don't want that dude. Don't want him to be the starter.
He don't.
And it's pretty obvious too.
Yes. It's like, remember the Titans. Like you trying to sabotage the team for a quarterback that you want instead of helping the quarterback get better. You want to make them worse.
Exactly, and I just don't get it because if Orgy has success, you look like the smart guy.
Yeah,
when these games come on, Joel Klatt is going to be talking to Kirk Campbell. Oh, how did you embrace and bring the most out of Alex Orgy? They're gonna be showing you praise, dummy.
Exactly, and he like, you don't want it. I'm like, dude, come on. And I want it to happen. I don't want us to get a blowout and have to get rid of Wink Martindale and get rid of Matt Weiss, even though Matt Weiss, he can get out of there. I mean, Campbell can get out of there for us, I care, but they got to get right, man. It's too many fundamental mistakes we keep doing. Like, you handcuff that dude, but you mess around, let him go to another school. He's going to be like, wow, he can do that. Yeah. Yep, but we let him go, dummies.
Yeah, you got to embrace what your players can do. If you're going to start him, you got to embrace him. Otherwise, then what? All right, just don't play him then. If you gonna sabotage him, then like for real, like what are we doing, bro? Like what is this vendetta stuff? What is going on?
You good? Exactly.
Are we trying to win football games or what?
No, not you. I don't understand either, man. I just don't understand it. And the sad thing is, we got a chance to really do something, but we just getting held back.
Then that's the thing. Like it's like the team is on the edge. It's almost there to where it's like, all right, we got a squad. We should be able to run through everybody except Oregon and Ohio State, and that's gonna be we're gonna have to bring our A game that day.
Exactly.
But then that second half, and it's like
yeah, I know.
It's crumbling in our hands. Like, hold on, what happened?
I mean, for real. I mean, I don't want to be we take a loss, and now we gotta open it up to get better because we want to try to make the playoff. Open it up now before you had to get to the desperation point, in the season. Like, you just leaving plays on the field. Like, use Orgy. Like, use him. Hey, he's smart enough to get down and take unnecessary hits, but don't handicap the kid. Like, you handicapping him. It's like, bro, let the dude play. Kind of remind me like a little league. You got a
It's
quarterback.
frustrating.
It is.
It's
Like
real
the coach, and you that holding your kid back. But when the dead got to go on the trip, oh man, your son play lights out. Yeah, because the dead when they're holding them back, duh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And the defense got to get a little better though in the secondary. Like I watched that play yesterday. I broke my man ankle, but Page, I think Page got hurt on the play. But Page got to get better though.
Who, Macari?
Yeah, he got to get a little better.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with him.
I mean, he should be, thriving out there. Like he a veteran, but he just getting abused out there on the football
and
field.
he should have about 4 picks.
Exactly.
I've seen so many picks off tips or just go through his hands. Like, bro, how are you not intercepting that? Like, it's tipped right to you. Like,
yes. And the fans going crazy, which I don't blame them. But I was saying, like, last year when we had Mariner on the ropes, could have knocked him out. They weren't intercepted by JJ in the red zone. Turned the whole game around. So that's basically what happened yesterday. Like,
yeah, that interception just
water.
Sucked all the life out the team and gave it to Minnesota.
Yes. Because I was at work and my Wi-Fi acting crazy because the tropical storm came through. And I'm like, what's going on, man? Oh, good. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm glad that we got the W, though. I mean, that was big time.
Yeah, we just got to keep winning, keep winning. Before you know it, hey, we can be sitting in a place to be right, maybe get in the playoff. Just got to keep winning. It don't matter how once the game is over, it don't really matter how you won. You see, we back in the top 10.
Exactly. Like, yeah. Like it was a good game though. We starting out, but it got ugly in the second half though.
Oh yeah,
it did.
It did. It definitely did. That's for sure.
I was scared. I was like, man, come on, man. I'm telling me Minnesota got the onside kick. But then I saw the replay. Okay, sorry, we survived.
Man, we got out of there by the skin of our teeth, boy.
You ain't lying, boy. That was big. I was so glad, man. But take care of business again, watch them, man, and keep on trucking and improving. That's the main thing.
That's all they got to do.
Yep, because they're going to get better. We just got to, I want to say be patient with them because we know what's causing this nonsense. We just hope that they get light bulb come on and they get better. The coaching staff does.
That's the thing.
Yes.
All right, bro. You got anything else?
Oh, no, that's it, man. It's, keep winning and, keep improving and fix the little things that could be big things later on in the season.
Got you. All right, bro. I appreciate you calling in.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Take care. Go Blue as always.
Yes, sir. Go Blue. Well, yeah, y'all. Jack Package says, I'm super far behind in the stream, but Johnny, what do you think about Dave Portnoy said about buying Michigan a QB? That's what I want to hear. You should have been doing that. You over here making all that money talking about why we can't get this and that. Well, you over there, Scrooge McDuck, drop some of that money off. Thank you. About time. That's the problem. You got all that bread. Hey, you want Michigan to be great? You hear we're struggling with NIL. Hey, you've got tons of money. Struggling with NIL, you've got a lot of money. Thank you. That's what we need. So yeah, it was good to hear because we need that, because quarterbacks, the top quarterbacks, they demand a lot of money. Like, that's just how it is. They're demanding probably $1 million and up. The top transfers and the top quarterbacks out of high school. Like, you got to come with that bread. You got to come with that cheddar, that Chester cheetah, the chips with dip. You got to come with it for the quarterback. So I'm glad I'm hearing that from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. Well, I was glad to hear that. Let me see. What was this one? Orgy has never been a QB. He's never been an accurate passer. They should have found another place on the field for Orgy. You know, the thing about the fan base that's really I'm just getting tired of right now is we're at the point right now where he's not a quarterback. What is the what it was? He's the quarterback right now. So what is it changing? He's the quarterback. I told y'all Orgy wasn't gonna be great. Well, Warren was horrible. He had 6 picks in two and a half games. So right now, Orgy's 2-0. Let's get it. We're riding with what he's the starter. He's gonna have to play bad, really bad, like Warren did to lose his spot right now. So right now, we're just riding with it. When he plays bad, then it's okay. Well, we gotta do something. We gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? But we're the transfer portal at this point. This is just how I feel. Everybody got their opinion, and they can feel however they want. The transfer portal right now, who cares? They don't help us. Does the transfer portal help us right now? I just want to know. Does it help us? No, it doesn't. We all know it doesn't. The transfer portal don't help us. Jaden Davis is redshirt, and I'm seeing a lot of this. Jaden Davis. I don't know why people keep coming back to this. Man, forget what his parents say. Put him in. You sound stupid. Now you stop talking ball because I know y'all out there. It might be some of y'all in here talking about that Jaden Davis stuff. He's not playing. Get over it. Get over it. He's not playing. He's redshirting. Well, we should put him in for those 4 games. Why would you put him behind Evan Link? Like, think about that. The future. Put him behind probably the worst offensive lineman in college football. So he can get some reps. So you want Jaden Davis to get some reps getting knocked out. Because Orgy and Davis Warren done took some licks. And we ain't even throwing that much. So you want him to get reps at getting popped. Boy, y'all wild. Not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all, some of these folks is wild. You want the future Jaden Davis to get some reps at getting his head knocked in. Like, come on. I'm getting so tired of it, bro. Then here we go. We got the Jack Tuttle guys. Now, the Jack Tuttle guys, they actually have a leg to stand on because we ain't seen Jack Tuttle in so long play. So the Jack Tuttle guys, y'all still can get y'all still wading in the weeds because he may actually be the best option. So y'all, I'm gonna give y'all that Jack Tuttle guys because he may be the best option. We don't know. See, I don't knock dudes when I ain't seen him play this year, at least. I've seen him play in the past. He wasn't great, but he might be the best option for this team this year. He could be. We don't know. So I'm going to leave Jack Tuttle guys. Y'all got it. Jaden Denegal, I don't know what to say. They never even bring him up. He just must be, he's probably not getting any reps in practice, honestly. He's like 4th string, so he's probably not getting any reps for them to even think about putting him in, if I'm being honest. Yeah, you turn him into GJU, what's his name? Carr used to play for Houston, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. You know, the Devin Gardner, you know, after that Michigan State game that year when he was getting destroyed. You know, those quarterbacks lose something, you know, develop happy feet, you know, David Carr. I was thinking Derek. Yeah, David Carr. You know, those quarterbacks lose something, you know. I was watching Orgy early in the game. He was happy. Boy, he had happy feet. Boy, you talking about happy feet. That boy was back there. That boy was back there pity patting. Like, calm down. But that's the reps. That's the reps. And also, he has to trust that the blocking is going to hold up, which he's playing with fire, hoping that blocking is going to hold up. You playing with fire. So it's not an easy thing to do, but he calmed down a little bit. You can see him calm down, you know, and even after he threw that pick, you saw him manipulate the pocket, step up, throw it on the run. That was a nice throw, you know. Let's see. Oh, I appreciate the $2. He said Baylor 2015 Bowl, 645 yards rushing, no QB, pure coaching. And that's why I keep trying to tell people when they talk about give the coaches grace and all that, I'm not giving them nothing. You got to earn everything you want on the field, in that practice field. Let me see that you earning it. Let me see. And we're not seeing it. So I'm not giving them any grace. No, because we gave them grace in the offseason because it was a new staff. So a lot of y'all got grace in the offseason. You're not getting no more grace because I'm seeing too many stupid mistakes. Too many rookie mistakes. Too many. I'm not fit to hold my position. Mistakes. I'm seeing too much. This is my scheme. I'd rather lose than change up my scheme. I'm seeing stuff like that, and it bothers me. So they get no grace. You get no grace, you know. So Kirk Campbell, I want to see you adapting the offense for the starter. That's just what you have to do. That's part of the job, buddy. And if they succeed when you adapt it, you're gonna get the praise, you idiot. So that's my thing. Whoever's the starter, you have to adapt the offense around him. It don't matter if it's Davis Warren, you got to adapt it around him. Okay, I don't have to adapt it because that's the kind of quarterback I want. Well, guess what? The quarterback you want done threw 6 picks in 2.5 games. Sit him down. Who you got next up? Oh, you got a mobile quarterback or a quarterback that's his main weapon is his legs. All right, now you got the coach. Now you got to go outside of your comfort zone to figure out how to make this offense as good as it can be. Oh, man, you get paid a lot of money to try to do something. Oh, man, you get paid a lot of money to do some research and try to scheme up plays to make this guy successful. Oh, man, it sucks to be you, Kirk Campbell. Oh, man. I want to hear no crybaby stuff because this dummy don't want to change nothing. He's not my guy. Well, just keep it up. You ain't going to be the guy at Michigan pretty soon. And I almost can't wait for that day, boy. You done built up. Kirk Campbell done built up almost Don Brown level of I can't even think of the word. He done built up about a Don Brown level of disdain from me fast. It's almost Don Brown levelish. It's coming. He getting up there fast. Oh, look at Rivalry. You done came over here to see what I'm talking about, boy. Probably not. Probably not. But then again, Michigan just won the Natty. We don't got championship expectations this year. That's what y'all got. That was a valid question, bro. I didn't get petty until you try to ask it back. So I'm like, all right, bet. Okay. You want me to get petty? All right. When was y'all last big time win? Huh? You know, I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, you know, when I asked that, I was being serious. I wasn't trying to, be petty when I asked that because y'all will be in the playoff, and those are teams that you probably got to go through. So I was being serious when I asked that. I wasn't asking it in a, y'all think y'all can beat Georgia? I wasn't asking it in that type of way, but now that you in here and they're gonna be tough to beat. Those teams, that was some high level football, especially in that second half. That was some high level football right there. I ain't gonna front. The playmaking in that fourth quarter, wow. Now that was college football right there. That was college football, you know. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult to beat. Honestly, it's gonna be difficult to beat Bama. Georgia too, of course, but it's gonna be difficult to beat Bama with DeBoer scheming up plays for Jalen Milroe. It's gonna be hard to beat them, you know. So, you know, it don't matter. Yay, we y'all trying to take the crown from us. You know, this is a natty or bust year for OSU. You get what I'm saying? We the champs. We just trying to get in the playoff. That's all we trying to do. Yeah, I mean, y'all ain't had to hit y'all stride. That's the thing, you know. And you know, we talk our stuff, but you know, Michigan had the easy schedule last year, you know. So y'all don't have to hit y'all stride, but in turn, you might not get the respect that you want right off the bat because you haven't played anybody. You know, especially when other teams are facing better competition early. You know, other teams are facing better competition early. So, like, y'all just sitting there waiting in the weeds. And when y'all actually play a good team or a team that people think is good, you know, everybody gonna be watching to see if y'all are that. Same way they were watching Michigan last year, you know. They were waiting for that Penn State game, and, you know, Michigan didn't look super great, but Michigan did something that showed how dominant they are. We'll beat you with one hand tied behind our back. We ain't even going to pass it. We ain't even going to pass it, and we going to beat y'all. Oh, y'all say we can't pass it? Oh, whatever. Say what you want, and we going to beat y'all. We got one hand behind our back, and you still can't win. Controlled butt whooping. James Franklin. You welcome. You know, so, but yeah. So that's what it is. JJ Smith, all I gotta say, praying he stay healthy for the game. Yeah, hey, I mean, he a freak of nature. That dude is a freak of nature. You know, he's a good receiver. He's a stud, and I like his mentality. Watching the Ole Miss receiver, I don't know his name, but he's got 800 yards already. Like, he's going crazy. He's got 800 yards already. I think he's got I think he's got a game with 200 yards, and he's got multiple games with like 150 plus. He's going crazy, you know. And the Bama receiver, he had a nice game, a real nice game. He's having a nice season, and he's only 17. That dude is 17 and moving like that. I know we all pretty much watched that Bama game. That dude is 17 moving like that. That's crazy, bro. You know, JJ has that body. He's got the body and he's got the speed, but that dude was moving out there. Like that nimbleness, like just running fast and like, bro, this dude is 17. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. You know, and then doing it against Georgia, that was a hell of a game. I might watch that game again later on. Well, I might watch that second half. The first half really ain't worth watching, 33 to whatever that was. I might fast forward to that fourth quarter because that was some kind of exciting instant classic type stuff. Yeah, Kentucky's got a defense. They stole one of our DBs, DJ Waller. Thanks, Kentucky. We could have used him. But yeah, Kentucky's got a defense. They playing some lights out defense. They can smack you in the mouth. You know, they're gonna smack you in the mouth. You know, certain things always keep you in a game, and that's why my hope for this year was for Michigan, regardless of the offense. The hope was we're gonna play great defense, ball control, and we'll be in the game in the fourth. most teams can't handle that. Great defense and ball control because they're going to make mistakes. And then we're going to feast on them, but the defense is playing good. It's not playing great. You know what I mean? They're having, let me say this. They're having flashes of playing great. Like the first half against USC and Minnesota, they played great. That was great first half football on defense. Second half, that ain't great. That really ain't even good what you did doing in the second half. That's about average. That's average defense you giving me in the second half almost. Oh, our depth is taking a hit, bro. Josiah Stewart was questionable. Well, Josiah Stewart didn't play. Will Johnson didn't play. McBurrows was out. Jaden Mangum was out. Wesley Walker was out. Makari Page just got hurt. So we're very lucky that Hillman is showing promise. That's a blessing in disguise because we need him. We're lucky he's showing promise, honestly. I mean, the receivers ain't really doing nothing. Our best receiver is Loveland. The problem is when they do get open, our quarterbacks seem to miss them for the big time plays, whether it's been Orgy or even when it was Davis Warren. When when the defense has a busted coverage or something and you got a guy wide open, he just wide open, just get it to him. We haven't hit on any of those in the passing game this year. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is they're just not on the same page when there are opportunities for big time plays, And before you got in here, I was talking about Orgy. Last week they said Orgy got 60% of the practice reps and he's the starter. That's unheard of. That's crazy. He should be getting 80, 90% of the practice reps? That's how it goes. But Kirk Campbell doesn't want Orgy to be like, we got problems in-house. I don't want to air Michigan's dirty laundry out with you in here, Buckeye fan, but but Reed, I'm gonna let you in. We got in-house problems. Our offensive coordinator doesn't want our starting quarterback to be the starting quarterback. So that's part of what's going on with Michigan. So it's not really about, it's almost not about the receivers. I mean, they're not great, but when they are butt naked wide open, we're having miscues or the quarterback's not being able to get it to them. So that's a problem. That too. We got a bunch of problems. We got a bunch of problems. If I'm being honest, the offensive line doesn't pass block well. Evan Link is horrible. Yeah, we don't pass block well, so we can't really drop back that as much as we would want to. Especially not as much as Kirk Campbell wants to. And that's why everybody's scratching their head on why they're not really embracing Orgy running the ball with the read. You know what I'm saying? Doing more things like that with the read, running more spread sets, running out of more spread sets and, running more of a spread offense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, this is the best. We can't even pass block consistently. Run that ball. Run the read. They hold on to the read like it's a trick play or something, and it don't make sense. So that's what's going on with us. But we only got one loss. I know everybody thought we'd have two, but I wish USC was in the top 10. They were like 11. So then I can say we got a top 10 win. Now I got to say we got a top 15 win. It don't got the same ring to it, Maybe because Campbell wants a more balanced offense and he knows he can't do that with Orgy. You can't have a balanced offense, Moose, if you can't pass block. That don't even make sense. You can't pass block. You can't have a balanced offense. Every time we try to pass, we're flipping a coin whether or not the quarterback is gonna get smashed. That's the problem, bro. And Moose, I know you don't like Orgy. I'm not gonna hold it against you, but I know you don't like him. I know you don't like Orgy, bro, but hey, I'm just at the point where this is what we have. You get what I'm saying? Now, if Orgy does what Warren does in 2.5 games, like let's say next game he throws 3 picks, I'm on his head. All right, it's about time for him to sit down. Tuttle. I don't really care. I'm just trying to make the most of what we got right now. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no quarterback that's finna save us. This is what we got. Like, there's no quarterback that can save us. What we got is what we got at this point. So the portal, Jaden Davis, just let it go. This is what we got. We tried Davis Warren. He gets terrified when he sees a pass rush and he locks on his first read. You can't start. You behind Evan Link and you throw it up when you see a pass rush. Oh, you can't start. All right, next we got Orgy. Yep, he's helping in the run game, and it looks like he's showing. It looks like, bro, he got better. He got better in that game. You could see he did some things that were better. But also, Kirk Campbell, you have to understand what he does well, and you have to go with it. If you don't, that's bad coaching. I don't care what you want it to be. I don't care what a coach wants it to be. I don't care. I don't care about what he wants. Give me what you got. Give me what you got. You got a running quarterback. I don't care about you wanting it to be, I want it to be a balanced offense. Well, guess what? We ain't got a balanced offense quarterback. Care about what he want. I wish I could get what I want and have his butt up out of Ann Arbor. That's what I want. I want him gone already. See ya. That's what I want. I want Kirk Campbell right on up out of here as soon as possible. Care about what he wants. I care about what you do with what you have. That's what a good coach does. Good coach don't say, well, I'm going to force this to work. If it doesn't work, well, I guess we're just in a rebuild. That's horrible coaching. A good coach does the most and builds it around what he has. Guess who the quarterback is? Build around him. I want to hear no excuses for it, for him not being able to do a good job. Orgy the starter now, and you giving him 60 reps in practice? What are you doing? That ain't no coaching. That's sabotage. That ain't no good coaching. Where the hell you come from? Not you, Moose. Kirk Campbell. What you had a plan to sabotage us or something? What the hell is going on? Get that man the reps so he has the opportunity to be successful. And you're showing boneheadism. You're showing a lot of boneheadism because anybody that knows football knows Orgy is a first-time starter, and you weren't telling him to milk that clock late in the fourth quarter. You're in his ear. They've got the earpieces now. You should have been telling that man to milk the clock. So you're showing that you're way in over your head. You're showing it all the time. People that know football, we see it from a mile away. I said right after the game, I said it in my post game video, and then you go to Maize and Blue Review. I didn't see it, but I saw him was saying the same thing. Why isn't Kirk Campbell in his ear telling him? He's supposed to tell him, now, Alex, don't hike this ball until it gets below 5 seconds, until it gets to about 3 seconds or 2 seconds. Why isn't he telling him? They go in there, they saying the same thing. Because he's in over his head. He just as confused as Orgy is. He ain't even, Orgy's not noticing the clock. He's the first time starter. He ain't noticing it. He's just hiking it. Kirk Campbell, he ain't noticing it either. The blind leading the blind. Give me a break. In over his head, bro. Anybody, it's becoming blatant to see. And then this is look at this. It's becoming blatantly obvious to see that Kirk Campbell is in over his head. The only real success the offense is having is off of the pillars that Harbaugh set. The pillars that Harbaugh built. Harbaugh ball. That's the only real success the offense is having. Is off the pillars of what Harbaugh built. Have you seen anything in the offense to say, man, Kirk Campbell is cooking? Man, Kirk Campbell. All we're seeing is, oh, they're doing Harbaugh ball and it's working. Have you seen anything in the offense to say, man, Kirk Campbell, boy, you a dog, boy? Woo! You see that play? You see that call by Kirk? You cooking? You seen any of that? You ain't seen it. Appreciate the $1.99 super chat. King Bronco Walter White style. We was lied to by Trevor McHugh. He said Orgy equals Cam. I mean, everybody lied to us off this offseason. Everybody. It's a long line. Pretty much every coach and they all lied to us. That line will be around the corner. Oh, bro, don't come in here with that. I can't take it, Moose. Now don't come in here with that now. I can't. Now, come on, Moose. Now, I can't take this stuff now. Yeah, I'm hearing DeBoer wanted to be head coach at Michigan before he went to Bama, and we chose. I can't. At this point, I can't take that now, bro. It probably is, but I didn't need to hear it right now. I'm sure it is, but I didn't need to hear it right now, bro. That's the thing. But also, what you call it? He got hired way like right after the season, pretty much. He got hired real fast from once Saban retired. Also, Sharon Moore also should be responsible for telling Kirk, hey, what are you doing? Tell Alex to kill the clock. So for me, he should be accountable. Also, that's a fact. You're right. Sharon Moore too. He don't get a pass. You know, the problem is, you know, Sharon Moore is going to get he's going to get the biggest benefit of the doubt. Kirk Campbell and Wink, they ain't getting no benefit of the doubt. Because they ain't been around like that. So, you know, everything always falls on the head coach, but you got to understand when you got to bite the bullet when you done hired some dudes that ain't good. Wink, I still got hope for. Kirk Campbell, he gonna try to hold on to say, man, I got to get my quarterback in. I got to get my guy in. I don't know if I want to wait around long enough for you to get your guy. Yeah, I think I can hire somebody else that'll do just as good as you with your guy. Because I want somebody that isn't stubborn. I like coaches that aren't stubborn and want to build around whatever the situation is. They understand, I want to make the most out of it. This is the situation we're in. This is the situation we're in. Let's see. Appreciate the 499 super chat. Michigan Go Blue 1234. We were all lied to. Nah, just playing. I'm so ready for Brady Hardy. Looks like the real deal. Appreciate your work, Johnny. Yes, sir. Yeah. They say he's a stud. They say he put up numbers. Somebody say he had like 500 yards the other day. But yeah, I want a coach that's not stubborn, bro. Like Wink is stubborn. Stubborn coaches, they think they're the smartest dudes. They don't want to change their scheme, and it always creates problems. You know, it always creates problems. That was what was great about McDonald and Mentor. They were young guys, so they know they don't know everything because you're still a young guy. You know you don't know everything about football, but you know you want your defense to be as best as good as it can be. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't working. I gotta change. You know, I'm new to college. The no huddle is giving me troubles. Okay, how can I get around that? How can I fix this? You know, it's all about trying to fix mistakes. That's what it's about. You know, because and football isn't a game where you can always think you're the smartest guy because the game evolves. You get what I'm saying? So you could have been the smartest guy when it came to football 10 years ago, but the game evolves. Certain things, you could have been running a certain scheme and guys have figured it out and started to pick it apart. So your scheme is kind of obsolete now. You get what I'm saying? Because the game evolves. You know, as soon as something new happens in the NFL, it takes about 8 games or a year, and now everybody is trying to copy it, you know, and then it trickles down, you know, just like Michigan's Wink's so-called defense with the coaching tree, DeAnton Lynn at USC, Mentor, McDonald, you know. That's the new hot defense in the NFL and around college and around football, you know. So the game evolves. You can't stick, oh, this is I know what's best. The game always evolves and it'll pass you up. Garrison, what up, Garrison? What up, Doreen? Oh my Lord, Doreen profile pic. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see. Let me put this in the chat. Profile pic was big on the computer. I'm like, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Let me put this in the chat. Let me see if somebody want to get up here. I don't even know if I can handle Garrison getting on here because he gonna have that Buckeye grin. He gonna have that Buckeye grin that y'all be having, and I don't know if I can take that. David Payne says she married, bro. Calm down. She married. She married, bro. No disrespect. No disrespect. No, I don't want to talk to you today, Garrison. I'm in a low point right now, and I'm tired. And you gonna have it. You gonna have that Buckeye grin, and I don't want to see it right now. But the link in the chat is the link in the chat. I thought I put it in there. Yeah, it's in there. The link is in the chat. You can come on up here. I guess I have to listen, see that Buckeye grin, like it's just all going good. No Buckeye callers. Moose said no Buckeye callers. After the last few years bashing our team, it's our turn. It's y'all turn. Y'all turn to get back at me. It's time to y'all, because I've been having a laugh. I've been having a blast on y'all the last few years, boy. Nothing more has brought me more joy than being on those car lives, laughing and roasting Ryan Day and that twerking. Woo! You talking about a laugh riot. You talking about, man, it's so much fun for me. And just in general, I've been laughing at y'all a lot over the. I get it. Yeah, y'all want y'all turn, but I might not be ready to give. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Who do I want to be the next coordinators? I'm not sure, honestly. They really should have tried to get D'Anton Lynn from UCLA. That's who they should have got as defensive coordinator, honestly. So he's gonna be at USC. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't say off the top of my head if I'm gonna be real. It's going great in Buckeye Nation. Oh God, y'all are so. Oh my God, y'all feeling good. Y'all feeling good. Y'all ain't played nobody yet though. That's what I'm holding on to right now. Y'all haven't played anybody, so you get no cool points for Michigan State. So right now I'm holding on to that. Like, yeah, they looking good, but they ain't played nobody. The same stuff y'all was saying to us last year. So I done put you in timeout, brother. I done had to put you in timeout, brother. You can't be disrespecting. I don't know if it was funny, y'all cool, or if it was disrespect. Yes, I had to put you in timeout, brother. You can't be coming at Doreen like that. She say, stop it. But what else? OSU got Cade next week. That'll be OSU playing Iowa. Iowa plays good defense. So the thing about that game, Iowa will probably be able to keep it close, kind of close. But the thing is, they're not going to be able to have enough offense. Cade going to have to play lights out, and they're going to have to have a good game plan. When you don't have the weapons, that's where coaching comes in. When you don't have the weapons like a I guess you could say Michigan, or you could say Iowa. When you don't have the weapons, it's about scheme now. How can I scheme up some big passing plays? Whether it's a trick play, whether that's eye candy, whether that's motion, how can I scheme up some chunk plays? That's where coaching comes in. You know what I'm saying? So Iowa will probably be able to keep it within a close. Their defense will probably be able to keep it somewhat close, but their offense ain't gonna be able to do enough. But Iowa does have a good running back. But you're gonna have to hit some big plays in the passing game. I don't think Iowa can do that consistently. Yeah, I timed him out, bro. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Don't come over. Hey, don't come over here embarrassing us with Asian Posh out here. She a legend out here. Don't come over here embarrassing me when Posh in the chat, boy. I don't know what's wrong with you, dude. Come over here embarrassing me when Posh in the chat, boy. What's wrong with you? What did you think about our wide receiver coach? I don't like Ron Bellamy. I want him gone. And honestly, I've said this before. I've wanted Ron Bellamy fired like 3 years ago. I've been wanting him gone. Yeah, I've been wanting him gone, Yeah, I would. Yeah, don't come over here, bro. Don't come over here embarrassing me in the chat. I had to time you out, brother. Come around here with that. I'm a Buckeye, and normally I'm always a little scared when we face TTUN, but this year Michigan is getting away. I think you isn't getting away what makes Michigan a powerhouse, and for that, Michigan will go down. Oh God, boy, don't come in. I mean, there's always a worry because the game is the game. But right now, as a Buckeye fan, you have to be looking at Michigan like, okay, easy pickings. Yes, got them. The thing is, there's still a long way to go. We still got about 2 months before we got to play y'all. So, the hope is, if any hope is, Wink can get this defense to play great. But right now, that's a big hope. And as I say that, let me bring Garrison on so he can talk about Wink.
What's going on, my guy?
What up, bro?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right.
By the way, I meant to tell you this, man. I actually said this. Like Bryce and I, we call South Christian high school games on Fridays, and it was a bad game for our team, especially coaching wise. And I thought about what you said a few weeks ago, just how much you hate seeing bad coaching. And man, it's like, man, they're running cover. The other team, Forest Hill Central, was running cover 2, and they kept running. We kept running 4 hitches. I'm thinking to myself, what
That's all.
what am I about to do with that? Like, man. But speaking about defense, I just have a couple questions for you. Not so much things I want to know, but do you have concern that Minnesota was able to speed up on offense and like raise their tempo, and it was a struggle for you guys, and that they were able to move the ball to get 21 points in the 4th?
Yeah, because we're gonna be seeing that for the rest of the year. Everybody's gonna be putting that down as a weakness for Michigan. So USC did it, and pretty much I think Texas did it also. Some, yes. So now it's on paper. That's one of your weaknesses. So we're gonna see that every game. We're gonna see it until Wink fixes it.
Are you afraid to play Ohio State right now?
Right now, I'm not afraid.
Not okay. Yeah, right. I don't want to say afraid. Let me switch that up. Are you scared for your team to play Ohio State? Not you, just your boys.
I'll say it like this. I'm glad we don't have to play y'all right now. Because
okay, I like that.
Because they're still gelling. Like we're still seeing those boys gel, and we're seeing them get better. It's just we're dealing with stubborn coaches that want to be right. They hold their scheme higher than trying to make this actual team be successful. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the problem right now, because Kirk Campbell, he doesn't want Orji to be the starter, even though this is what you got. I'm not right now. I'm just like, make the most of what you got, bro. Whether this is what you got, it ain't. Yeah, don't look at me. It's your fault. So
no, man, one of my best friends. He's been saying for the last 2 weeks. He goes, bro, I don't get how all these colleges have serviceable quarterbacks. Even Minnesota has one, and we don't have one. And I said, couldn't be me, but I'm a Buckeye. It couldn't be me.
No,
but no, man. It's like I do somewhat feel bad for Warren, because after the last week's game when you guys beat USC, I was on a phone call like 4 of my Michigan friends, and I asked them. I said, do you guys think Orji is out playing Warren in practice? And they all were like, no. So I want to ask you the same thing. Do you think Alex Orji is outperforming Davis Warren in practice? Like, do you think he's actually playing better than Warren in practice?
I doubt it. Because
that's why I feel bad for Warren, bro. Because I'm like, could you imagine like going to practice every week and seeing the dudes?
But that's the thing is, tough. You got 2 different dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So you that's like it's like you got JT Barrett and you got Dwayne Haskins. You get what I'm saying?
I think JT is trash. You don't want me to talk about JT.
But no, but you get the this dude, his main weapon is his legs. This dude is a polished passer, you know. So you have to do two different things for them. You get what I'm saying? Because they're not, and that's why I say it's the coaching. Like, I get that Kirk wants the offense to be something else, but you don't got it, bro. Like, you just gotta make the most of what you have.
And speaking of coaching, it wouldn't be me if I didn't bring up Wink as you did earlier.
Here we go.
Because I mean, you, the rest of your fan base, Sam, as well as him, we're all talking about it. And there was one guy out in this atmosphere, Johnny, talking about how trash Wink was. And it was me about the guy who's been fired from his last two jobs. Now over the last 2 weeks, he's done a better job as coaching. I do want to point that out. Also, some other guys want to point out Jair Hill. He's been playing some really good football at corner.
Yeah, he's been getting better every week the last couple weeks.
Mason Graham has been on a tear for the last 2 weeks, especially Saturday. That was crazy to watch. That was crazy to watch. Barham actually looked like he knew where the ball was going this week. Houseman played really good. But dude, it's kind of like what you've talked about before, like when I was talking about this past Friday at the high school game we were calling. It's one thing for the players to go and mess up, but I have a huge problem when the coaches tend to do that. And I think in the second halves, what we're seeing from Wink, man, is that for some odd reason he just loses his mind. Now it could be because the offense is putting the defense on the field too many times. But like they said it on the broadcast, when he was blitzing in the red zone, I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine why he would do that. I saw Jim Knowles do it before, and it pissed me off. So like, what do you? That whole Don Brown thing for him. What do you think about that? About when he chooses the blitz?
Bro, it bothers me because not only because, bro, why are you doing this all or nothing in the red zone? Like, you don't want to give up a touchdown, make them kick a field goal, you know, but it's all or nothing, and it doesn't work. And not only that, this dude does it when these games are it's a crucial part of the game. Like, we could either blow this team out or we're about to be in a dog fight. And then he does that. They scored. Now we in a dog fight. So everybody's mad at him. Everybody's looking at him like, bro, why are you doing this? Because you do it at the dumbest times. It's like when he gets his back against the wall and things aren't going his way, all right, let's get it. Man, blitz 0. Let's go. Y'all ready to blitz? You ready to blitz, boy? Let's get it.
Man, you know what they say, man? Hey, when people's backs go against the wall, they go back, they revert back to what they know. And he knows blitzing.
That's a fact. And that's what it seems like he's doing. But it just doesn't, it's not a good recipe right now. I don't think it's ever a good recipe to just go, all right, I'm gonna go to this. It's not working. I'm about to blitz, especially when Michigan built the big thing about Michigan, what Mentor and McDonald did was twists and stunts. That was what made the defense so awesome, because you could get pressure without blitzing. So you would do twists and stunts, and it's confusing the offensive line.
Yeah.
So you can manufacture pressure. You get what I'm saying? So that's the big thing, and that's part of his problem. He's not doing that as much as Mentor did. You know what I'm saying? Because we had good pass rushers. We didn't have elite pass rushers last year. Josiah was good. McGregor was okay. Jalen Harrell was okay, and Derek Moore was okay.
Josiah this year is
he's a beast this year. But last year we had a bunch of good guys.
Yeah,
they were good or okay, but they all had like 5 or 6 sacks, every one of them. That was because of scheme. It wasn't because of just raw talent.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you some questions about my Buckeyes, and I want to know how you feel about them. Of course, we haven't played anyone to know till date. Best team we played is Michigan State, who I honestly think has the capability of beating you guys. But what do you think about them so far?
My takes are, I like. Now this is just me. I like what I see. If I'm a Buckeye, I'm gonna say it in that way.
No. I want your awesome, beautiful football brain. I want you to tell me what you see with this team. That's what I want.
Okay, I got you.
Don't hold back now, man.
No. Just come on. You know, I always gotta pause. You know, my thoughts come in. I gotta.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Chip Kelly looks good. The running game looks good. You know, all of that looks good, and it was expected that it probably would be. Travion looking good. Quinshawn looking good. Smith looking good. So Ohio State, y'all are what I thought y'all would be. From me, you know, you've got a good running game. You've got the receivers, of course, and you've got a good defense, good or great defense. We don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's great yet. You're gonna have to prove that it's great. You don't prove that you're a great defense playing Akron and teams like that. You prove it when you play.
They were number 2 in the nation last year and brought everybody back.
I get that, but you still have to prove it. You get what I'm saying? You know, so you got to prove you're great. You're gonna get the opportunity. Y'all gonna make the playoffs, so you're gonna have the opportunity to show you great.
True.
So, but they're a good defense. They're good for sure. You know, but if they can prove that they're great, you're probably gonna win the championship, maybe. But the big thing is Will Howard that dude? Is he gonna be able to make those plays when it gets to, all right, the run game is getting slowed down? Will he be able to make those big time throws in big time games down the field? Somebody's gonna slow Quinshawn and Trey down. Somebody gonna do it. Will he? Now I throw it back to you. Do you think he can make those throws consistently?
Yes.
If the run game is getting shut down.
So this is what I'll say. I think he's gonna have. He'll be able to, because it's not like he is gonna have to. Let's say always drop it in a bucket. He's not gonna always have to. He's not always gonna have to find somebody. I think when you're in a situation like we have with Kyle McCord, Kyle has to throw the ball to somebody because he can't run the ball. Whereas with Will Howard, I know he can get up out of there. I've seen him run 71 yards against Texas to the end zone, so I know he can do it.
So are you saying you trust his legs more than his arm? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna tell you what I told Bryce a few weeks ago. I don't need to see my team get tested. I don't need to see us play anybody. I know what I'm seeing on this television screen. I think we all know what we're seeing on this television screen. When I see this team, I see the best defense in the country. When I look at this offense, I see an offense that can do whatever it wants. And the only spot it's limited at is probably quarterback and offensive line. And there are maybe 90% of the college football teams, maybe more, that would take our quarterback and our offensive line. So I think we have probably the second or third best offensive line right now in the conference. And what I do coming into the season, everyone would think our biggest challenges would be Oregon, Penn State, and you guys. Well, I know right now our offensive line is better than Oregon's and better than y'all's. I know that for doggone sure. Yeah. So like it's and I expect it. I mean, you guys, this is their second year together minus McLaughlin, so I expect them to be better. If they weren't, I'd be really pissed off. I think we have the quarterback for it, because all he gotta do, man, is be the mailman. That's all you gotta do. Just deliver the mail.
Okay.
We'll do the rest.
Now, I was in a OSU page earlier and I asked him, and I was just asking because I wanted to know. We saw y'all competition last night. Them boys out there, and I'm talking about Bama, Georgia. Them boys out there just, hey, them boys on stage.
Yeah.
That's some elite stuff going on out there, boy.
Yeah, so I'll say this is what I'll say to that. I think when you have a lot of elite, when you have like 2 elite teams and one gets blown out like that, like in a half, I usually don't think that's indicative of what that other team is. Alabama, even though I picked Alabama to win that game because I think Alabama's just a better team than them outside of their quarterback position, even though shoot, they had the better quarterback on Saturday night, but I thought they was a better team. Do I know if Ohio State can get up 30 on Georgia like that? No, but I do know if we were, they would never come back on us.
That was
I don't
wild.
think, yeah, because even though I do want to give Alabama credit for what they did, I'm not going to say or not pay attention to the fact that y'all gave up all those points in the second half. You could have they could have put their foot down on Georgia more than they on Georgia, and leave no stone unturned, and we would have all came here today and said that's the best team in the nation.
Oh yeah.
After that, I don't know. I think Texas still is somewhat deserving of being number one. I mean, not after last week, not this week because they almost lost. But no, I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I told Bryce on our show, Scar Blue Show, the teams that I thought Ohio State could lose to last week were Bama, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is knocked out of that. I don't believe that anymore. So yeah, I think those are really good teams, but that's why I was like, I don't believe in the natty or bust thing because I'm not blind to the fact there's other teams on our level.
So if y'all don't win the championship, is the season a success?
Yes, to an extent. You can have a successful season, but that doesn't mean you're not disappointed in the outcome. I will be highly disappointed. I'll put it this way. I'll be highly disappointed if they don't at least get to the championship. If you get there, man, at that point, it is what it is because you're playing elite football or elite football against elite teams. If they lose in the first round, that's an unsuccessful season. You lose the Big Ten, that's an unsuccessful season. You lose to Michigan, that's dirt poor because you should never lose to a team that bad. Not especially not in Columbus. Not in Columbus.
Don't let us win in the shoe. I'm gonna be on the troll parade.
I keep hearing that. I keep hearing from Michigan. Well, don't let us come in and do that. What if we come in there and do that? Yeah, but what y'all gonna say if we come in there and work out 3 years of our demons losing to y'all and bust you over the head?
I mean,
you were supposed to. Y'all. I have never seen y'all drop 60 on our head, but I have seen us do it on y'all. So
we had the Don Brown years. So I mean,
now y'all got Wink.
The thing is, when you've got so much expectation of blowing somebody out, it can make you, and you've been losing to them the last 3 years, and you got the expectation. It can make you. It can make you play undisciplined and make mistakes because you want to blow them out so fast instead of executing. We just sit back and consistently out execute Michigan. We're gonna blow them out. It's gonna happen.
I don't want to. I don't want to out execute y'all. I want to lay.
I know you want it all in the first quarter. You want to be up 30 in the first quarter, and that's how you make mistakes.
I'll take 7-0 as long as I know y'all got -7 yards. I'll take any way I gotta take it, but I just want to dominate y'all. Who do you think? Oh, I want to ask you this question. This is my last question for you. Do you believe you guys are coming out of this season without 4 losses?
Is that with the bowls or regular season?
Just regular season. Because right now, I know you're not on Twitter, but on my rankings, I do have Indiana ahead of you. Well, you guys are 10th in my Big 10 power rankings.
We top 10 in the nation.
That's disgusting. That do y'all look? Oh, let me ask you this: are y'all a top 10 team?
Hey, that's what they said. That's what they said. I'm let them do their job. Yes.
Listen, there's a few games I have circled for you guys, and it's not like the Ohio State game because we all know what that is. The game is the game. That Indiana game and at Illinois. Those two games right there, and the reason I had them circled because months ago, I think in February, I said I have Rutgers as my dark horse, and now I have Indiana as one because I think if Indiana can beat you guys, I think if Indiana can get past Nebraska and be undefeated by that point, but they're at a 2-game season because they still play Ohio State and you guys. So yeah, well, how many losses do you see right now?
Right now, I don't really know, honestly. Possibly
how am I bitter?
we could possibly lose almost every game. There's a possibility. Like there's no guarantees on our schedule. You know, like the ones right now that I look at, like, it's really Ohio State, maybe Oregon. I still got faith that we can still probably smack them.
What? Oh.
I do.
Why?
Same way we did USC. Y'all ain't no different. Pac-12, get over here. Welcome to the Big Ten.
Oh man. Oh man, I am so happy I don't have to hear this anymore. I do not have to hear this anymore.
What?
I don't like. I was pissed off that you brought the Apple out last week. John, I don't know if you know this, man, but I've been listening back I've been listening to you since the days when we were beating you guys, and you came in here and just, boy, you would let your team have it. But so I don't like seeing you this happy, to be honest. but man, I don't have it like in the second half. You get nothing. I don't have to hear that anymore. I don't have to hear that anymore. I'm so happy because everybody getting everything on y'all in the second half. Not in the first half, maybe not. Maybe not. I guess you can still stay for the first half. But every week I will come over here and listen to that last year. I was like, man, oh my God, I can't wait to stop saying that crap. You get nothing. Eating an apple while you're saying it too.
It was the truth.
It was, man. It was, man.
Well, every year I come up with, I find some catchphrase or something that just pops up. I just start saying it.
Man,
he said, I'm tired of that.
But I was, boy, every week. I could go on YouTube and clip it, make a montage of how many times you said that, man. At least 100.
Man, that was my catchphrase, bro.
Dude, man, I'm gonna get going, man. I'm gonna keep listening. I'll let you get back to your talking Michigan football, or like whatever y'all call that football. I don't know what y'all call that.
Oh boy.
But
all right, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you joining.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Oh, this boy Bucks. Oh man, I ain't mad at it, man. I got my family's Detroit natives. I like it, man. I like it.
Yes, sir.
Those the Will Johnson ones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Look at they got red. They got like a red lens.
Now it's like a light bluish.
That's the only color lens they got.
I think they got a brown one too. I think.
Shoot, I might give you one of those then. I ain't wearing the. I ain't wearing the
blue. You're a Michigander, bro. Stop fighting your blood.
Hey, listen, I'm a proud Michigander from the Great Lakes state of Michigan. I love it. I am a Buckeye. Whatever goes on, listen, bro. If you told me that Godzilla came to Ann Arbor and just wiped that place out, all right,
bro, come on. Look, this is what you do. See, just start off small. So next year, become a Michigan State fan. Then after about a year and a half of that, then you move up to Michigan. You'll be straight.
No, man. Well, during hoop season, I am a Spartan fan. But
yeah, I used to be the same way.
Yeah, but right now, bro. Listen, I'm taking all these W's I can right now. I'm making all these victory laps on all my preseason takes because I've been watching my Cowboys play football. So,
you a Cowboy fan?
Reluctantly.
Okay. You're gonna get yours. You're gonna get yours anyway.
Bro, so. I've been alive for 31 years, bro. I haven't seen a Super Bowl yet.
I used to be a Cowboy fan when they was good with Emmett and Dion and all them. I let that go.
Now we got Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, bro.
I usually try not to speak on the downfall of a brother, but he need to go.
He need to go.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, bro.
Right,
oh shit. That was Garrison, y'all. Check him out on Scarlet and Blue, the Scarlet and Blue show, where they cook up And Garrison is funny, bro. He always got some good takes. And he is a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring you up. I know you've been in the waiting, Patrick Rawls. I know you've been waiting. Yeah, Garrison is from Michigan and is an OSU fan. Come on, man. Let's see what you got. What's up, Patrick?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Man, nothing much.
Yeah, bro. I just let me start with the coaching first. I think Ron Bellamy needs to go, bro. I was watching your chat at the beginning. I had to fast forward it to the live, but I was watching you at the beginning, and you had brought up we had dudes like J.U. Chesson, Amar Darbo, and those guys were nowhere near 5-star athletes, but they consistently got open, and we got the most out of them dudes.
Oh yeah.
And I don't see nothing out of the wide receivers now that we got. So like that's a big problem first. And then another thing I wanted to ask you too is, do you think Sharon Moore has like the nuts to like tell Wink or like to tell Ron Bellamy or like any of his staff or like to tell Wink like, hey bro, I don't want to see that zero blitz anymore in the red zone? Because I'm not sure if he does.
Somebody got to hold him accountable.
Like you know, because I know if Wink was coaching under Saban or somebody like that, Saban would have cut that shit out real quick. Like, excuse my language, but like he would have cut that out real quick. Like,
but he would have roasted him on the sideline. Like Saban,
on the side, exactly.
Notorious. He was notorious for letting him assistant coach have it on the sideline.
Exactly. I don't know if it's like Sharon Moore. He's just going through these first these rookie coach mistakes and stuff like that. But so he needs to fix it because we got too much talent to waste, man. We got like what? Potential 4 first-rounders on defense. That's way too much talent on defense for us to look like this.
Yeah, I think Sharon is still trying to find his way as being the head coach. He hasn't got that. Okay, you're the head coach. You're the CEO. You can't be friends with everybody because you're gonna have to make tough decisions.
Exactly.
Your name is gonna be on the line, so you have to hold people accountable. That's your job.
Exactly. So another thing too, I don't think he's holding Kirk Campbell accountable either. Now, I think he's kind of hoping that these guys do the best that they can and just letting it be that kind of. Exactly. You know, I was listening to you, Marcus, and on his show Saturday, and he was talking about how we should go after Mike Loxley.
He's a good offensive coordinator, bro.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. That would be a match in heaven right there.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would definitely go with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah, and then he said that we'd also get that recruiting area that he has too in Maryland. I think that'd be a great hire if Maryland were to let him go this year.
I'm not sure what their expectation is, so
yeah. But another thing too, I wanted to touch on too what the last guy was talking about. He was talking about Ohio State and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing with that. Like you were saying, bro, I really don't think Sharon Moore needs to coach these guys up for that game. I think, that game, like they just gonna bring it that game. I don't think Ohio State is gonna blow us out. Like, as bad as we're playing now, like I just don't think like I don't know. I just can't see it. Like if any game these guys don't show up for, it'll be that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotion in that game. Usually the first half is usually 14-10 or 21-17 or something like that. That's usually what it is. It's normally close. Whether we get blown out or whatever in the second half, it's usually pretty close in the first half because there's so much emotion that it has to settle down. Now you can execute in the second half. You done got all that emotional and the butterflies and all that stuff out.
Yeah, exactly. But another thing too is I think that with Orgy, I think we got a lot with Orgy. We can't go back to Davis Warren because I think that'll ruin the run game. I think teams would just crash down on Khalil, and that'll just ruin everything if we go back. I think that'll ruin everything on offense too if we go to Tuttle. But like you were saying, I think we should just run the option more. Throw screen passes more. I don't see screen passes.
They did them early yesterday.
Yeah,
they did it to
I only
the
seen one screen pass. Yeah, to the tight end, and I didn't see it anymore. But those are easy passes, easy completions. So Orgy can get warmed up, to throw down deep. Or I said another thing too I'd like to see is probably a fake screen and go or something like that. Because the safeties are biting down hard and stuff on those screen passes.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
I just don't know what Kirk Campbell does a lot of the time.
Yeah. I said he was cooking yesterday with that 2-back set, but
that one series, he was cooking.
That one series, he was cooking with that.
Oh, he threw a pick and then we didn't see it again.
Exactly, and that's it. Just like you were saying,
plays.
Exactly. Just like you were saying with Ryan Dado, when they start coaching scared like that, your team kind of takes on that identity too. Kind of like how he's like a soft guy. That kind of makes your team nervous too when you're nervous, for him to throw. And I just don't understand that. You need to build his confidence up as much as possible.
Yeah, when he threw that pick, they went to the big run sets.
Exactly, and just was playing conservative.
Yep, and they smashed it. They smashed us. They were because it's obvious,
Very obvious.
It's obvious you're gonna run it.
Exactly.
If you don't, we'll live with it.
Exactly. If I see that on NCAA, I'm crashing everybody down. I see if you come out with 3 tight ends on the line or something, I'm crashing everybody down. I'm pretty sure Minnesota or anybody we play is gonna know to do that.
Yeah, it's all about being predictable.
Exactly.
You can, like I was saying yesterday and earlier today, you can still run the ball, but hey, 4 wide, spread them out.
Spread them out so they're not crowding the box and stuff. Yeah,
because you can't. You have to account for those receivers. You have to.
Exactly. You got to cover somebody. Exactly. Yeah.
Nope. So they just make themselves look bad.
Yeah. The last thing I want to touch on too, man, is I think Indiana is a paper tiger. I'm not a believer in Indiana, bro. That is blasphemy that people think that they're gonna beat us. That is just crazy to me, bro. They have a first-year head coach, bro. They haven't really played anybody, to be honest. And I think they're just exceeding everybody's expectations to this point of the season. But I think they'll definitely run out of gas before they get to us.
You think so?
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
There'll be a lot of – the good thing is there'll be a lot of film on what they're doing,
Yeah.
Because they got that new coach with new scheme and stuff. So
exactly. So, the main thing I think we would have to do against them is just kind of play keep away. Not let them get in with them because they score a lot of points.
Play that ball. I mean, the same way we try to play against everybody, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My last thing, though, too. My last thing I want to say, too. You brought up, too, yesterday in the review. Those stupid corner blitzes, bro. Oh, bro, those make me that's that in the zero blitzing, bro. Those just, man, I don't know why Wink does that. That is probably the most predictable blitz to pick up out of any blitz scheme ever. I don't know why he does it. Every time he does it too, the quarterback sees it and throws it to that where they blitzed at. Because I saw him do it a couple times against Texas.
Mentor used to do it too, but he did it he didn't. It wasn't predictable, and he would do it from the short side of the field. Wink seems to do it from the wide side.
So exactly,
the guy has to run 15 yards.
15 exactly. You can see it on a dude is running across the field to blitz, and it's I know the quarterback see that.
It looks horrible, bro. What are you doing? You just have to. I just don't see why he didn't look at a lot of this stuff that Mentor was doing and say, okay, I'm trying to keep everything as much as the same as I could.
You see that boy Mentor cooking right now on TV. You see, he in the kitchen right now cooking.
Yeah, it's they probably gonna give up around probably 14, 15 points the whole year that's like points per game.
Yeah. Say Minter's gonna be a head coach in the NFL next year, probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be next year or the year after. But
Yeah,
he'll
just like
be a head
McDonald.
coach soon.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, that's all I want.
Probably unemployed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say though, bro.
All right, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Go Blue.
Yes, sir. Go Blue. Whew. I done got fatigued. All this talking. Everybody else doing the talking. I'm the only one doing the walking. Shout out to Woodson. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to wind down. Let me read these super chats that donated to the page and the hustle. Appreciate the $2, Ora. King Bronco, you can't be coming in here disrespecting Doreen, brother. That's a no. You can't do that. You can't be doing that because she comes in whether she's on a Buckeye podcast, whether she's on Michigan, she shows respect in class. So you can't come in the chat saying little slick stuff to her. That's not, because she's always respectful. So you got to give her the respect that she deserves because she treats everybody in the space with respect. Come on, brother. Appreciate it. $4.99. Michigan Go Blue 1234 said we were. Oh, well, I read it, but I appreciate the super chat, bro. Let me see. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, y'all. I'm done got tired. I appreciate y'all all joining in. Garrison, Asian Posh, Jay Marion, Moose, everybody, and all the donations. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. Let me play. Let me play something good. Let me play a little outro.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan